Welcome to the Kantis Simmons Show, where today we're going to look at the correlation between academic success and real life success in their career. Is it true that our students, what they're doing in school, is it preparing them for success in their life and success in their career, or is there another story around getting good grades? You know, there's a narrative out there right now that says A students will work for the government, B students will work for corporations, and C students will start their enterprises. Well, in this video today, I want to look at this narrative and really dive into correlate school success with the path to life success and have some conversations around that. Hey, I'm Kantis Simmons. Welcome to the Kantis Simmons Show. Hey! Hey, what's going on? I'm Kantis Simmons, and welcome to the Kantis Simmons Show. Of course, I'm Kantis Simmons, and today I want to talk about the correlation between school success and life success, or life success in a career. You know, a dear friend of mine sent me a video, and I'm actually going to show this video where this gentleman talks about the narrative between getting good grades and having a successful life. And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about, are our schools really preparing our students for life? Are our schools really preparing our students for the career? And if they are, and if they're not, what role should we play as parents, as educators, as mentors? All right. So welcome to the Kantis Simmons Show. Also, while you're here, I want to give you a free copy of my book. Maybe you are a student, maybe you're a parent, and you are looking for some funds to pay for college. I have this great book called Scholarship Seekers Revealed, the roadmap to locate, land, and lock down college funds. If you want a free copy of this book, where I actually send this to you in the mail, hey, simply go to the link in the description, or simply go to scholarshipsecretsbook.com. It's just my way of saying thank you for being here. And if you're having some challenges in school, right? Maybe you or your student have some challenges with staying focused, staying motivated, getting good grades. Well, I'm gonna give you a copy of my book, Play Your A Game. Hey, simply go to playyourAgamebook.com. Yes, playyourAgamebook.com. These are just two gifts that I have for you, just for being here, just for choosing to rock out with me. So I want to play this video, and I want to listen. I'm gonna play the video twice and just listen to the commentary here. And then I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it and just really share some conversations I've had with some other men and other mentors, and see what your thoughts on this. All right, watch this video.
Generally, you will see that people who excel at school become mediocre in life because the thinking and the skill set is very different. So I said, if you can be excellent at both, wonderful. But I don't mind if you're mediocre in school, but you have no choice. You must excel in life. Excelling at school with excelling in life, there is no correlation, by the way. In fact, the majority of A-grade students end up working for the government, B-grade students end up working for corporations, C-grade students end up setting up enterprises. Because the C-grade students, they're good learners, but they don't like being forced to do things. So they're independent thinkers. So we want to cultivate independent thinking in our children. Otherwise, our children will work for the C-grade students to make the C-grade students rich.
Wow. I'm gonna play it one more time. Let me know what you think about this.
Generally, you will see that people who excel at school become mediocre in life because the thinking and the skill set is very different. So I said, if you can be excellent at both, wonderful. But I don't mind if you're mediocre in school, but you have no choice. You must excel in life. Excelling at school with excelling in life, there is no correlation, by the way. In fact, the majority of A-grade students end up working for the government, B-grade students end up working for corporations, C-grade students end up setting up enterprises. Because the C-grade students, they're good learners, but they don't like being forced to do things. So they're independent thinkers. So we want to cultivate independent thinking in our children. Otherwise, our children will work for the C-grade students to make the C-grade students rich.
Wow. So when I saw this video, a buddy of mine, Dr. Kirk, sent me this video, and when I saw it, it made me seriously think. It made me seriously think about all the things that I've learned in school. Made me think about all the things that I currently teach around school success. You know, getting better grades, how to study, you know, how to remain focused, how to prepare for tests. And what I realize is that those things are good. They're definitely good. They're definitely good for helping students play their A game, right? But it also makes me think, am I, are our schools really preparing our students for, and preparing them with the skills they need for their future, for their career and for life? And so the other day I was in a men's fellowship, a group of men that I hang out with every single month. And I raised the question. I raised the question about, you know, school skills and life skills. Now, to be honest with you, I was an A student. All right, I did great in school, always on the honor roll, tops in my high school class, tops in college, tops in all, right? However, I did work for the government. I did work at NASA as a research scientist there. And I also worked for corporation. As a research scientist, I worked for Ciba Vision where I developed contact lenses. And I also developed and, you know, started my own enterprise, you know, as an entrepreneur. And so I sat back and asked myself, did school prepare me for that? Or what were the things in my life that helped me do pretty well in government, do pretty well in corporate, and do pretty well as an entrepreneur? So I raised this question with these young men that I associate with, and I want to talk about some of the skills that these young men felt like our students needed to have. Now, these are the skills outside of what are taught in the classroom, right? These are the skills that maybe teachers, well, not maybe, they are, right? I believe teachers are underpaid. I believe educators are underpaid and they're overworked. And I honestly believe they don't have time within the curriculum to put some of these things there. And if they had to, we need a whole readjustment of how our curriculum and education system comes up. But here are some skills outside of school that I want you to think about. And I want to have some conversation. I want you to let me know in the comments which one of these skills you feel like is needed. And also, if I miss some skills, let me know what those skills are. So here's what the men said. One of the skills that students need to learn outside of school is communication. Developing the skill around communication so that students can understand how to communicate and how to speak up for themselves. You know, so many times when, you know, you're doing life, and because we've traditionally been trained to do what our parents say to do, or do what our coaches, our mentors, and teachers tell us to do. However, are our students prepared to speak up and to properly communicate in the midst of other people? So the first thing was communication. Another skill that popped up was health, right? Health. Now, I know in school we have health classes, but this person was talking about having our students in their teens, they begin to work out and eat healthy so they can live in their 20s. While in their 20s, knowing how to work out and eat healthy so they can prepare for their 30s. Eat healthy in their 30s and work out in their 30s to prepare them for their 40s. Eat healthy and prepare for the 40s and be in the 50s and so on. Are we really taking the time to encourage our young men and young women, hey, to eat well and to work out and to seriously consider your health? That's a skill that maybe is not taught in school. A third skill is emotional intelligence. I love this one because it's not just about emotions, but it's having emotional intelligence. Simply meaning that sometimes the emotions that you're going through may not be a result of what you're thinking, but it could be a result of something that you picked up from somebody else. Or maybe, you saw people in your household where they were laid off a job, or maybe they had some financial tightness, or maybe they went through some rough times. And now, emotionally, as a child, you feel like, well, I'm going to go through the rough times too. And that may not be the case. And having emotional intelligence to say, I'm feeling this way because of what I saw. Do we take the time to really have young people communicate their pure thoughts versus just reciting something because of what they heard from mom or dad? That's the skill around emotional intelligence. Being able to speak up and share their truth or what they're really thinking about a situation. So emotional intelligence. Another person said researching. Now, I know in school in my career, I was a research scientist, but I don't remember where we really doubled down on how to do research, how to really research problems so we can come up with solutions. Now, I remember learning how to do research doing my internships, doing my summer jobs. I think the cool thing about school, the goal is to teach you some of the basics and the foundations of all the different subjects, right? And I sort of lean towards science and math because that's what I was good in. However, when I took a summer job I think the name of the company was Atlanta Plastics, over on the east side of Atlanta Plastics. And during that summer, we were making plastic billboards. We were making plastic containers, and we were bending plastics to be able to create a finalized product. But I remember that my boss and some of the coworkers there were teaching me how to do research, teaching me how to look at problems and see them as problems, and then now investigate what I do, investigate some foundational principles, and then doing some research behind the scenes to come up with answers. And then I remember working as I was in NASA's pre-graduate program as a research summer scientist, and the same thing, right? Taught me how to research, taught me how to look at problems, taught me how to go after solutions. Is that a skill that's not being taught? Is that a skill that our students need to learn so that they can be prepared in their life and their career? Another one said, and I'm not going to go through this whole list, and I'll just tell you what they are here. So we got communication, we have health skills, we have emotional intelligence, we have collaboration. Collaboration simply meaning, a lot of times in life, we understand competition, competing, right? Where we got the football team against the football team, and the basketball team against the basketball team, the young lady playing gymnastics versus somebody else in gymnastics. And so we always see competition. We always see competing. But in the world that we live in today, who's teaching us how to collaborate? And if we are learning in our schools, how are we maturing that outside of school? Are we maturing that in our conversations with families? Students having conversations with their family about collaborating, right? So here are the skills: communication, health, emotional intelligence, collaboration, researching, problem solving, leading, goal setting, reflecting, decision making, thinking, and finances, right? Communication, health, emotional intelligence, collaboration, researching, problem solving, leading, goal setting, reflecting, decision making, thinking, and financing. The skills around finances. I'm just bringing this up, right? Based on the studies where A students work for the government and B students work for corporations and C students start their own enterprises. And then it said A students end up working for those that are C students. I just want to make sure that all that we're doing in encouraging our students to get good grades, encouraging our students to go to college, encouraging our students to be on the honor roll, that we're also encouraging them outside the classroom to help them develop skills on thinking, to show them how to make wise decisions, to show them how to speak up for themselves, how to state their opinions and defend themselves. Because I really do believe those things will help you in life. Those things will help you in your career. And it's sad to say that when I look at my friends, I look at those that did exceptionally well in school and those that may not have been on the honor roll, I see two different types of people, right? I see all of my honor roll friends like they working, right? They working for the hospital, working for government, working for a company, getting paid a salary. I get it. But then I see some of my friends that, maybe they have a little history in jail. Maybe they didn't do so well in school. Maybe they dropped out. And these young men and women, like, they're building enterprises. They're building businesses. They're running corporations, and they're doing great for themselves. I'm just wanting us to rethink what we're doing every single day with our students, what we're doing every single day in our schools. Are we really, really preparing them for their future? Yeah. Are we really, really preparing them for the future? And I would love to continue to support on this channel in what I do to make sure students are successful in whatever field they go into, not only showing them what's needed in the classroom, but also showing them what's needed outside the classroom. And that's where mentors, coaches, advisors, parents come into play. I believe you're responsible for making sure that which the teachers and the educators are teaching in the classroom, those things are great. Mentors, coaches, parents, it's our role to mature them with that, but also make sure they have the skills for life. I really do believe that. And if you're watching this video and you would love a free gift, just my way of just saying thank you. Maybe you have some challenges and looking for some ways to get money for school. Hey, simply go to scholarshipsecretsbook.com so you can see your free copy of my best-selling scholarship book. Or maybe you need some academic help or get those grades up. Simply go to playyourAgamebook.com to get a copy of my best-selling academic success book. Also, while you're here, I want to make sure that you take advantage of all the other cool resources that I have. I have some videos and some other cool things here. All right, I'm Kantis Simmons. Remember this, there's only one game in life that counts, and that's your A game. Check out these other videos.
Hey!